They didn't pick you, but that didn't stop your destiny. What they failed to realize is that their rejection had no authority over your outcome. They might have excluded you, doubted you, and counted you out, but they had no idea that the one they overlooked was the one chosen to win. You were never waiting for their approval. You were always backed by higher alignment. Now, those same people who didn't choose you are being forced to watch you rise, watch you win, watch you grow beyond every label they tried to put on you. They thought they could decide your outcome. They were wrong. They thought their connections and cliques would limit your reach. But you are unstoppable when your mission is fueled by purpose, not permission. You went through the valleys. You endured seasons of silence. There were days you questioned yourself, nights filled with tears, moments where you almost gave up. But you didn't. And that's what sets you apart. You stayed consistent when the applause was missing. You kept showing up when doors slammed in your face. You turned rejection into redirection. You are a butterfly that once crawled as a caterpillar. They mistook your cocoon for failure. But isolation was your initiation. You were never failing, you were forming. And now your wings are undeniable. They didn't pick you, but your transformation makes them look twice. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. You're not waiting for anyone's yes because you already gave it to yourself. They don't get to say who wins. They don't get to define royalty. You're already crowned by your purpose. Your results will speak where your voice was silenced. They tried to block your opportunities. They whispered in rooms you weren't in. They placed stumbling blocks in your way. They told others not to choose you. And for a while, it worked. Things fell apart. You questioned your path. But life has a mysterious way of rerouting those who are destined. Every door they slammed revealed a better one. Every trap they set became a training ground. Every loss taught you how to lead. You're not a victim. You're victorious. You are proof that what is meant for you cannot be stolen, only delayed. They underestimated you because they couldn't see past their own ego. Now they're drowning in their jealousy because you didn't break, you blossomed. Their denial didn't deny your greatness. Their sabotage became their shame. You're winning in front of the same people who tried to erase you. The irony, they still think they're in control. They still think their influence holds weight. But while they were plotting in secret, you were planting in silence. And now, you're harvesting in public. And there's nothing they can do about it. You are living proof that rejection is redirection. You are the underdog who turned the odds inside out. What they called failure was the beginning of your breakthrough. What they meant for harm became your platform, and now they can only watch from the sidelines. You are chosen, not because someone voted for you, but because you were born for this. This isn't luck. This is alignment. This is resilience. This is divine orchestration. They didn't pick you, but the energy of the universe did. They'll have to sit back and watch the elevation they tried to prevent, and that is the price they pay. Not being part of your win, not being part of your celebration, not being remembered in your story of success. Your story will outlive their sabotage. Your rise will overshadow their rejection. Keep your head up, keep your energy high, keep your goals in sight. It doesn't matter who doubted you then. It only matters what you do now. Let your vision be louder than their opinions. Let your purpose be stronger than their gossip. Let your success be your voice, because you're headed upward. No detours, no delays. What's ahead is greater than what's behind. When you align your belief with your intention, the universe moves. Everything begins to cooperate. Resources appear, people arrive, opportunities open. That's what happens when you stop begging and start becoming. So let them watch. Let them guess. Let them doubt. You're not here to prove them wrong, you're here to prove yourself right. You're rising regardless. You're destined regardless. You are advancing regardless. This is your confirmation. You were picked, not by them, but by the force of purpose itself. And nothing they do can cancel what's been divinely ignited within you. It's your time, it's your turn, and yes, you will win. And now repeat this prayer with me. In the name of God, I give deep thanks for every closed door that was truly divine protection in disguise. I thank you not only for what opened, but also for what didn't. For every opportunity I thought I needed, but you knew was misaligned. For every no that led me to a greater yes. I now see that rejection was redirection, and delay was divine alignment. What I once grieved, I now praise you for. May I always walk boldly in the truth of who I am. Let me not shrink to fit into the mold of others' expectations. I am not here to be liked, I am here to be real. I ask for the courage to live out my truth without apology, without explanation, and without needing validation from those who never understood the assignment on my life. I affirm with unwavering faith that what is truly mine cannot be denied, delayed, or destroyed. No plot, no person, and no obstacle can interrupt what has already been written in divine timing. I do not chase, I attract. I do not beg, I receive. My blessings are not fragile, they are protected by the very hand of God. May my spirit remain calm, even when things seem uncertain, even when life feels still. May I trust that the universe is working in divine orchestration. May I rest in knowing that behind every silence, movement is happening. I release the need to control the outcome. I embrace the process, knowing that unseen hands are guiding me. I bless those who rejected me, not with bitterness but with understanding, for they unknowingly played a part in pushing me toward better. I release all desire to be chosen by those who could not see me. Instead, I give thanks for the greater purpose unfolding. What they overlooked was never meant to hold me anyway. May my energy remain free from resentment and wide open to abundance. I refuse to carry the weight of what went wrong. I choose to carry only the lessons, the clarity, and the peace. I make space for blessings, for joy, for divine favor to flow without blockage. I open myself to overflow not out of entitlement, but out of alignment. Let my light speak louder than the labels they tried to place on me. Let my progress outweigh every plot formed against me. I do not need to defend myself with words. My life speaks. I do not need to correct every lie. My results reveal the truth. May I be so focused on my growth that I leave no room for petty battles. I ask now for deep trust in my path, even when it's lonely, even when it's quiet. Even in the waiting, may I trust that something greater is on its way. Let me not mistake stillness for stagnation. Let me honor the journey even when it doesn't look how I imagined. Every step is sacred, every season has meaning. I welcome elevation, not the kind handed out by popularity or approval, but the kind born of preparation, purpose, and divine assignment. It was never about who picked me. It was always about what I was built for. May I rise into rooms I was born to impact, not impress. May I never forget the power in simply being who I am. And finally, I declare, without hesitation, that I am already victorious. I am already chosen. I am already walking in favor. Not because of anything I've earned, but because of who God created me to be. I walk in confidence, I speak with clarity, and I live in divine flow. The outcome is already written. I rise with certainty. Amen.